To a certain extent, Harilal's life, but there's not much of documentation on Kasturba's life. Uh, but it's a known fact that Ba was an extremely strong woman. She was someone who had a very strong point of view on certain things, and in fact, she had almost a clarity of that of a child. You know, she could look at a situation, she could look at a situation in a complete clear fashion, the way a child does, without weighing the pros and cons, without looking at the black and white of it. She could really see it as stark and as clearly. And she, as any mother would be, she was an extremely devoted mother. But at the same time, she also knew the responsibility of being the wife of a man who was the father of the nation. And that, I guess, made her, put her into an extremely difficult position, because she was torn between two people she loved the most, two people who completed her. One was her husband and one was her son. And she knew no matter which side she took, you know, the person who left would take a part of her and she would never be complete again. So, you know, that is what Ba was, and that was her position in this entire relationship. ये शुरू होती है ऑलमोस्ट जब बा 25-26 साल की थी, वहाँ से लेकर तब तक जब बा की मृत्यु हुई. तो ये एक पूरी जर्नी है उनकी, यू नो, उनकी शुरुआत जहाँ फीनिक्स मिल सेटलमेंट से शुरू होकर उनकी मृत्यु तक की पूरी उनकी जर्नी कवर होती है इस फिल्म में.
Shefali, is it difficult to play a real life character?
No, it's not if you stick to, if you're honest with the emotional thread of the character of the story. I mean, you know, because the point of doing this film more than anything else was to be honest to the emotional intensity of each and every character in the film, and I think that's what every actor's done. So I don't think anybody's done a performance. If you see the film, you will know what I'm talking about. It's not a performance. It's just, you know, it's just actually, it looks like you've looked into somebody's life at that point of time. Well, ये रोल करना मुश्किल तो था, क्योंकि जैसे मैंने कहा, एक बहुत बड़ी जर्नी है. उनकी उम्र ऑलमोस्ट 20-25 साल से लेकर उनकी मृत्यु तक स्पैन होती है. तो एज प्ले करना, ऑल्सो यू नो, हर सीन करते वक्त हिस्टोरिकली वो वक्त क्या था, इमोशनली वो वक्त क्या था उनके लिए, ईच कैरेक्टर के लिए, वो सब ध्यान में रखना. इट इज़ गांधी माई फादर इज़ अ डिफ़िकल्ट फिल्म. इट्स नॉट वन ऑफ द फिल्म्स जहाँ जाते हैं, मस्ती मजाक होता है, कॉफ़ी पी ली, जोक्स क्रैक कर लिए, सीन भी कर लिया. ये उस किस्म की फ़िल्म नहीं है. उस किस्म से ये फिल्म बनाई ही नहीं जा सकती. Directors, I have stuck completely to the director's script. You know, there was an option of obviously reading the material that is there on Ba and Bapu and Harilal, but there was one point which was very clear between Feroz and me, and that is something we both agreed on, was to be honest and to be very true to the emotional content of the characters, to be true to the emotional content of those people through the pain that they suffered. So it just, you know, it just becomes bigger a tragedy, because you're dealing with the father of a nation and Kasturba and Harilal Gandhi. But it's probably it's the suffering of any mother who gets stuck between a father and a son. So I guess we did not.